Good evening, Maneru, Makadini. We missed you already. It's like a week seems like a long time. We missed these conversations. I hope you guys are good. My name is Tarwireyi Gitare, and welcome to Business Unusual, where we are pushing our creative economy conversations. And it's been exciting to just get the feedback and to hear the things that people have been talking about. And I've been learning a lot too, just hearing the amazing guests that have been coming through and sharing the knowledge that they have. Today, we are privileged. We're welcoming a dynamic and visionary leader in the arts and culture and creative economy, not only in Zimbabwe, but in Africa. With extensive experience spanning 16 countries, our guest has excelled in program design, strategy development, team leadership, and partnership building. She's got a remarkable track record of enhancing the cultural and creative industries through innovative strategies that prioritized shared value creation and impactful collaboration. I could go on and on. She's worked with different stakeholders, government, academia, business, civil society, all just trying to make sure that the agenda of the creative economy is pushed forward. So please help me celebrate the passion that she has for cultural heritage. Her name is Farai Ncube Tarwireyi from the British Council. She's the Regional Arts Director for Sub-Saharan Africa. So welcome, Farai.
Hello, hi Tariro.
It's so good to finally have you,
I'm happy. I'm here as well.
You've been up and down.
I am making it. I think this is the last segment.
Yes, it is.
Of our creative economy, Business Unusual talks.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm really happy that I could make it.
And I think it's nice that now Mauya Murimi kunya sovari sachirongwa shakanaka. So that's really good. It's you've been globetrotting as you should, rather, because you're really regional. And I noticed that you were in the UK recently.
Yes.
Tell us about that trip and what was going on. What were the highlights? Tuesday, you were dying of FOMO. Takachingwa nama picture.
Amy. Yeah, so I was in the UK recently. It's part of our creative economy program.
Yes.
Creative DNA, which is a fashion accelerator program, the biggest on the African continent.
Nice.
We were taking 10 designers who specialized in fashion and design, and including digital innovation in fashion as well, from Ethiopia, Kenya, Zimbabwe, Nigeria, Uganda, and Ghana.
Okay.
Yes. So I had the really that privilege to travel with them, and ahead of travel, it is part of our strategy within creative economy to open up to new markets, to facilitate knowledge sharing, to facilitate access to markets, and also for designers from Africa to be able to go onto global platforms to disrupt it.
Yes, please.
To present our trueness in the industry. And importantly, it's to really show that we are not just, at the back. We're actually at the forefront.
Yeah.
And we are shaping the conversations. We are influencing how fashion is globally. And it is important for us to tell the story, to be on the platform, to be visible, and not have other people tell it for us. So for me, that was our first engagement as well with Africa Fashion Week London, which is founded by Queen Ronke from Nigeria.
Okay.
Yes. So it was really a program of, 10 days there.
Wow.
Because outside the showcasing exhibition during Africa Fashion Week London, we also then curated different immersion visits into the UK fashion and design space. And also we managed to have different dialogues between UK designers and our African designers to share experiences, to share their talent, and also to spark new connections for future collaborations. Yeah. And my highlight, I went to the BBC.
Okay.
Yeah, studios.
So this is your thing now, okay? You're now,
oh my God.
You're now a media mogul.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And that visit was a surprise for all of us.
Oh, really?
Because we thought it's okay, the BBC, very formal, but it was so much play.
It's lovely, right?
Yeah,
it's a lovely
it was
experience.
lovely, yeah. So that is why I went to Africa Fashion Week London,
Nice.
and I just want to say, congratulations to Rumbidzai, Rungano Rwenu.
Oh
from
yes,
Zimbabwe.
our own, our very
our
own.
own,
And
yes.
she's a Creative DNA alumni, isn't she?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yes. She did really well. She was exceptional. Her bags, her design,
Nice.
and how she tells the story of why she's doing the work, how she's doing it, who she's working with, where the different materials are coming from across
So
different
good.
parts of Africa. I was proud. I was proud.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I was proud. And guys, as Zimbabweans, let us just put ourselves out there and
So
let us
good.
love who we are. We've got
true.
it.
Exactly.
So let's own it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Did I see correctly? Was the mayor of London present at the event?
It was the deputy mayor,
the deputy mayor.
of London for social justice and communities.
Oh, wow.
Yes, Dr. Debbie.
Interesting. Tell us what were her insights? How did she enjoy the experience?
Yeah, so it was really an honor and privilege to have her and to give us her time
Yes.
for us as British Council is the Creative DNA program. So we shared a panel together. I was on a panel where she was, asking questions around what does success mean? Yeah. And what is your journey into the creative economy space? What does collaboration look like? Why are we collaborating? And importantly for her is, as London in England, they recognize that the African diaspora is growing.
Yes.
Yeah. And you cannot ignore how it is contributing to the GDP of the UK. So let's engage, let's support, and let us create spaces that are safe and inclusive, for people of different parts of the world to be able to collaborate and to show that we actually, have strength together. Yeah.
Exactly.
And she went through the pavilion for Creative DNA, had a moment with all the 10 designers, understanding their story, what it means. And what really stood out is from our designers from Africa, we are using sustainable practices. And when we talk about the work, it's not sustainable first. And that's okay, because that's not what it is. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah. So, grappling with this is sustainable fashion. It's not. It's just fashion. And it's within our DNA as an African person to understand that you play a key role when it comes to saving the planet.
Exactly.
Period.
Yeah.
And heritage is woven through the different designers, textiles, the materials that they're using, working really with communities where they are coming from, and also looking at how they're telling the story, which is true to who they are and who they are representing, and not shying away from that originality of the story.
Exactly.
And that is what is making us stand out.
Wow.
Yeah. So let's keep doing what we're doing, guys, because we are on the right track.
That's true.
And we just need to amplify it. And me being here tonight at ZFM is a way of amplifying
Exactly.
it. Yeah.
Exactly. No, I love that. Like I said, you're globetrotting, and last night I also bumped into you at another event. Again, one of the British Council's programs, the Music Connects, which is just making us all proud, to be honest, because of the work that they're doing. Tell us about this project and what was happening last night.
Okay. Yeah, so that one is close to my heart.
Yes.
That one is like my, So Music Connects Africa, it's a program that is focused on supporting the music ecosystem in Zimbabwe. This is where we birthed it in Zimbabwe in 2022, and conversations started during COVID.
Okay.
Yeah, like there's a lot of, migration onto digital platforms. So the angle was on digital content creation. And it was also informed by a research that we had done in Zimbabwe, which was timely, which was just before COVID, and it concluded as we're in the COVID period.
Okay.
So through that research, we noted that the growth sectors for Zimbabwe were actually digital content creation, music, and literature. But literature was cutting across music and digital content creation. So we came up with a program. As someone I love, design thinking, strategy, pulling the dots together. Yeah, looking at past work, looking at research, and thinking about, okay, but I'm in Zimbabwe, so how would this look like? And also having conversations with people who are actually practicing in the industry to say, look, this is what the research is telling us, this is what we've done, what do you think, where are the gaps, And what was important was we had to think about how do we create the pipeline of talent that is just not talent, but is also now ready to understand that this is actually a business.
Yes.
This is actually a career. And I can actually create jobs for other people in this industry.
Yep.
Importantly, as much as I'm a music artist, I can also collaborate with fashion designers, with the literature people, and make my music world much richer and become much more influential in Zimbabwe, in Southern region, in Africa, and to the rest of the world. So through that, we were also in conversations with looking at other partners in the sector who are in this space. We always have these sector conversations as investors or funders, and looking at what are we doing, what does it look like. Also, there was a financial crisis, COVID, budget cuts, and all that. And we had a really good conversation with the Swiss embassy. They invited us to their embassy, and we were in their lovely garden. And I remember that conversation because we were there for 1 hour.
Wow.
We were supposed to be there for an hour, sorry. But we ended up, I think, being there for about 3 hours.
Are you serious?
Just talking about, the possibilities, the work that we're doing, what they're thinking. And from there, it was, okay, pull together something, just a one-pager, and let's see what we can do. So this is how we started to work with the Swiss embassy. And we launched a music and literature program in Zimbabwe in 2022, which was called Scripts and Bars.
Nice.
It was really focused on collaboration, focused on the business of arts to support the talent which we already have and know about. And it was also about collaborating with artists in the UK. So your peers in the UK, they are also going through the same challenges. COVID has hit us all. So let us, come together. And through those different iterations, in last year, we then decided to say the pilot has been a success. We've seen new contracts being signed by music artists with different music producers or distribution companies. We also saw some of the digital artists having their books published in America, in the UK. There was just so much impact in a short time. So that made sense for us to then go in for a longer program, which is now 4 years, and a bigger investment, which is now 2 million, all coming into the music industry in Zimbabwe.
Come on. Come on.
So last night, for me, the highlight was having Manomkundo.
Oh, yes.
He's a moving archive.
He was so candid and throwing blows, and you're like, ish, but they're true.
Every time I was sitting like, can I ask a question? Can I ask a question? And I'm thinking, you know what? I just need to, I don't know. I think I need to have maybe an hour with him.
We just need a day where we are just having drinks and just chatting because it's such a wealth of information.
Exactly.
But you said something very interesting. The conversation yesterday was really talking about how do we get Zimbabwean music, on the global platform. Not that yes, there's one or two that are there, but we really need to get there with that, oomph. And you said something very interesting that is really not. It's not that we don't have a sound, but we need the numbers. Talk to us about that, and based also on your experience in the region. What did you mean by that statement?
So firstly, I came to this conclusion when I was at the listening party for the Music Connect cohort. That is concluded, and the Lumina event that we were doing yesterday for them to meet and network and all that. And when I was listening to these 14 tracks, Yeah. I was like, wow, this is fresh music.
Yes.
This is authentic to who we are as Zimbabweans.
Yeah.
The traditional instruments, the ones that we say these are our traditional instruments. So the liras, the drums, sungura, however it's composed, you could see how they were infusing it as well. And then there are some tracks which go and take from, let's say, there's, I think, like Moma Jaivana, na Leonard Shakata, and they were just sort of infusing and playing with it. And I was like, yeah, this is not about us not having a sound.
Yeah, it's there.
It's there.
It's there.
Young people innovate.
Yeah.
These are the young people who have innovated through 14 tracks, and I hope they're out there and they're making the money or the noise that they need to make.
Yes.
And then Ulene Dlovu, another independent artist, he launched a whole new, I don't even know what to call it. Maybe I'll call it an album or maybe a way of producing his music. But he is one artist that I first came to know about, who could do the research and go into the archives of our music.
So good.
And then try to fuse electronics into it, play with it. Again, the traditional sound is in it. Yeah.
So good.
And then you travel into different countries.
Yeah.
We host people in Zimbabwe through our work here in Zimbabwe, and we expose them to Zimbabwe music. And they're all like, wow, you guys, you've got such amazing music.
Yes.
Yeah. There is a softness to it. There is a calmness to it. It just describes who we are as Zimbabweans.
It does.
And then we're saying we don't have a beat. We don't have a sound. No,
the sound is there.
No.
The sound is there.
Yeah. May you record this for me. I am sorry, guys. We have a sound. Yeah. And our sound is who we are. It is working for us. Because we enjoy, most of the time when I go out, I actually enjoy just, dancing and listening to Zimbabwean music.
Yeah.
It can be fused, but still I enjoy it. But now, for me, I just then said, so it's not about the sound. It's about the numbers. Yeah, we're a small country, fair enough.
Yeah.
We have some challenges like any other country, fair enough. So now the effort is how do we amplify our creative economy pillar, which is focused on market access, visibility, and storytelling, including documentation and archiving.
Come on.
Yeah, that's where my focus is on now, to say I think abantu no opportunity guys. Kumwe ukwatuda kuramba chingotamba ukauka yangoriwo maybe self-hatred kana kuti tatongorana nebipolar. But this is where I am focused on, because this is...
Give us that again. You said market access, visibility, and storytelling,
including archiving.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. These are the things we share Panapa on the creative economy conversations, because people always say, no, but we don't know what to focus on. No, you're being told. It's clear. And I love that. I really don't want to dwell on last night, but there was just so much to unpack. And I think this is the last thing. Just speaking into that numbers issue, where Mono gave a brilliant example where he says, no, it's not even the numbers. Because Jamaica has a population of 3 million, which is way less than what we have. But look at the impact they have had through their own story. And I'll let you tell everybody what he then said the reason for that was. The confidence issue. You can go ahead with that.
Yeah, it pained me.
Yes,
because I as a people of Zimbabwe, I don't want us to continue doing that to ourselves.
Yeah.
He spoke about two things.
Yeah.
The first one, which pained me, was it's just self-hate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our history shows it, and things have been done to us.
Yeah.
But we also did things to each other, and now we are caught in this self-hate. Sort of, that toy at time, yeah. Let's move from that. Yeah. Let's love who we are as Zimbabweans. Let's celebrate who we are as people. Tisada kuramba tichingozvicompare nevamwe vanhu kuti onai uyu wedu artist number 1 Arab, onai uyu Beyonce ari.
Exactly.
Come on, guys.
We're all in our lanes.
Exactly. We are spending so much time and to discuss some other people and giving them that visibility. Innate iwo vachita confidence. And that was number 2.
Yes.
As artists, as creatives, as leaders, and as just a person from Zimbabwe, let us be confident. Yeah. Even as a parent, you understand.
Yes.
I think when your child is born, teach them confidence from day one.
So good.
Yeah.
So
that is the other thing. We just need to now really own our work. Even if it's rubbish. It was not like Jamaica or Nigeria or South Africa are producing amazing stuff.
Exactly.
No, not even. But they were just churning out new music, whether it's sounding like Mapotar Kurovana or what, but it was about the confidence, it was about the visibility and owning that effort someone has made in a recording studio.
Exactly.
Respect it. Just it. Respect it, celebrate it, defend. You understand?
Yes.
When I travel, I am Zimbabwean's defender. You know, politics. You know, so let us do that.
Exactly.
And I want to encourage our leaders and our leaders in different spaces. I want to really encourage us just as a people, even Zimbabweans who are not in Zimbabwe, in the diaspora, though the biggest people who actually have they need to teleport and come back and understand, because I find some of them, not just Zimbabweans, but people who have stayed in the diaspora, they're sort of stuck in an era. So they also need to play their part and really say, you know what, Kumba could be shit according to Ningi, but come on, at the end of the day, you know, we are really Tinechipo.
That's true.
Sema Zimbabweans.
That's true.
A Zimbabwean put them anyway, they will shine.
That's true.
But come here, we are now saying, Ashina but no. No. So it's confidence. And let's stop the self-hate. That's what it was really from yesterday.
So good. So good. I'm curious as I listen to you. Where did this creative journey start? Because if you're sitting as the regional somebody at British Council, was this always the plan? Like, or did they throw you in the bus? Or did you just then realize, okay, this is my inner creative and at least I can channel it out this way? Tell us about that journey of Farai coming into the creative space.
Yeah. Honestly, I think my mom had a plan. Yeah, I think so. So my journey into the creative and cultural industries was not that I did study. Okay. You know, no. I actually did urban planning and architecture at the University of Zimbabwe.
Really?
Yeah. That's what I did. Okay. But actually,
which is still creative.
It is actually.
Yeah, exactly.
So, pandakazopinda industry, ndakuidzidza. Actually, ndakatoidzidza, I'm part of the industry. So that gave me confidence. Yeah. But then I say my mom, my parents, really, growing up, I also grew up on a farm. So it wasn't about farm, you're there and you're the mwana was surprised saka wakangochila.
You had to work.
I had to work. And akashanda, guys. It was painful, and I remember with my siblings, our cousins, we used to have my husband laughs, but you guys pan breakfast in a row 4 hours. But the thing was, it was not every day. It usually used to be on the weekends, because most of the time you're up at 4, 5. Then Mosangana Manero for dinner. So on a Saturday or Sunday, that's when we would start together. Breakfast like 8. Because she can lunch.
Wow.
It was a sumuka mama. Guys, my orders are mango. And then you know? Yeah.
I hope you keep that tradition. Once in a while, you come together and still have your 4-hour breakfast.
Yeah, with my siblings.
Okay,
we do.
Good.
Yeah, which if you're not used to it, we are not used to going to a restaurant and then after an hour you're leaving.
Yeah.
It's like we are really here to just, you know, know.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So that my upbringing has contributed to my journey in my career, the putting in the work, also being strategic, and also having always a vision. We always had to project because my school fees edu 5 plus vana vatete plus uyu mwana wabamkuru plus uyu achangobva kusvika asitomboziva situation but akutongomuisa pa spreadsheet. This was us as kids kuti iwe unotori in charge of the budget. Saka na fees dzedu tese tiri 15 dziri kutoda 50,000. Saka inflow yacho iri kubva kupi. Yeah.
Wow.
Ndakatomboshanda mubuchari. My dad's butchery kuti wangu form 4 uchipedza zvishavani. You understand?
Okay.
So that work ethic and seeing kuti for you to be able to rise, you need to have a vision. You also have to then have people that have walked the journey to be able to support you.
So good.
Yeah. I would speak to my dad's friends. Tend up my kettle cells. I'm young, but I'm there.
You're asking
and
the
I'm
questions.
Thinking, rather than being bored, I loved livestock. That I did, and I still do up to now. But I was like, you know what? Let me engage. You understand? So you find that even my relationship, when it comes to a woman's place in society, I don't understand the construct. It was that's a conversation for another day. Yeah. And then when I came into the sector now, I had the privilege, honestly, to also work on a 2-year program with Rafael Chukukwa.
Wow.
And my Doreen Swanda.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
She was the director
at the art gallery.
Gallery. I also interacted with Tare Meredzwa. Then she was, I think, curator. She was part of the gallery, but also doing other stuff. So through Raphael and Doreen, I spent I think most of my work for those 2 years with them.
That's amazing. That's great mentorship.
Yeah, that was great mentorship into the industry.
Okay.
Understanding how you're building relationships in this sector. Understanding how it is also nuanced. You understand the different art forms that are there. And Raphael and Doreen were always good to take me with them.
So good.
Yeah. I felt at some point, yeah. And for sure, we ended up, inviting each other to, if we travel together, come to my sister's place. If I go there, it's like I felt
we became family.
We became family. Yeah. Even when I went with them to the UK, they knew the people that they wanted to meet. And in I was just Kapaso. Yeah. So they really did a beautiful induction for me through those 2 years into the industry. Okay. And then also at work, my team, Extra Blessing, he put me out there. Like Farai, you need to get out there. So he is very good at networking and meeting people, and he knew people.
Yes.
Yeah. So I spent, I think, my first 2 to 3 years out in the sector, meeting people, understanding, going to different events. People actually think my work is a party. It's not. It's just how the industry.
That's the creative. That's how it works.
That's how it works. Yeah.
I want to throw throw you off a little bit because you talked about urban planning and architecture, and I'm fascinated currently about arts infrastructure in Zim, around Africa, in the world. What are you envisioning? Because you've got that training at the back of your head.
Yes.
So as you travel, as you see different places, what are you envisioning for Zimbabwe in terms of arts infrastructure?
Yeah. So I think when I just go to like South Africa, I can see the huge difference between our infrastructure and South Africa, close, like next door. And my vision really is we have infrastructure already, which is not being utilized, and we need to start from there. So let's start from what we have. Let's start from what we have. How do we work with the key stakeholders who own this property, the government, to be able to really unlock it so that it is utilized for arts and culture.
Yes.
Yeah. And understanding that also, gone are the days when it was arts is just for entertainment, it's a hobby. No. Creative economy for us, this is an economic powerhouse. It's not a computer or lithium. Zimbabwe, it's a blessed land.
That's true.
Our arts, craft are part of it. Yeah. So let's look at what we have. Yeah. When I went to the National Archives doing a research, I was like, wow, we've got such a beautiful building. The theater that's there, the conferences they can have, they actually have, it's like a river, like a tunnel, like a canal.
So good.
I was just like, and it was meant to cool down the building. Sustainability again was
already there.
It's already there. Yeah. So infrastructure tonight.
Yes.
Now it's about maybe where are we focusing our energy on? And then secondly, I love this because of the new city.
Yes.
Yeah, Mount Hampton, Wednesday. I'm like, this is the new city. And I was looking at the master plan for the new city and how it has been, designed and allocated for different land use. And I was sad. I remember, I think I was I was out and having a conversation with some of my colleagues from the sector. Yeah, and I was like, guys, this is not good. Where are we?
Yes.
Yeah, we have the museum. We have, I think, a heritage space. So the infrastructure, I think it's 2 or 3, but it's in the heritage side of things. Yeah. And then I'm thinking we also need to just invest and build closed theaters, big spaces which can hold capacity for global. The country that I sort of, when I look at how things are happening, I look at Rwanda. How it's a small country.
But there's a lot. There's a lot happening there.
Kigali, it's a city of 1,000 hills. But do you know that they've positioned themselves as a global destination for entertainment?
Yes.
So you're thinking, how are they hosting all these things?
Yeah.
But because the tourism board plus the arts and culture ministry are working together, and they've realized that, you know what, if we become attractive, we are putting in money. You also have to put your own money.
Yeah.
But then it allows you to reposition yourself globally.
Yeah.
As that place where you can have huge cultural events. Yeah. So by infrastructure, maybe, we will need to look at where we're focusing on.
That's true.
And for us, we don't do infrastructure, but it is a key component of the creative industries.
True. That is true.
Yes.
And we had a great conversation with Mike Tashaya last week just on arts infrastructure, entertainment infrastructure.
Yes.
And I like that. I like where it's going because I think the right people are starting to listen and at least we're getting the right advice. So what are you seeing as the biggest opportunities for growth in Zimbabwe's creative sector? I know you spoke about the market access, visibility and storytelling. What else are you seeing for the Zimbabwean creative sector?
What else am I seeing in terms of the opportunities
for growth? Yeah.
So I think the opportunities for growth that I also see, I think film. Yeah. Film.
That's true.
When you just go onto the internet, and my young sister, but now she stays in Botswana, when she would come and visit, she would not be watching like I'm watching Netflix, Showmax. She's on YouTube, and I'm like, and because I can hear Zimbabwe people. Like,
oh, okay.
So it got me interested one holiday, and we started to watch, and then also knowing people that are in the film sector. And then we recently had a documentary that was done by the guys who do the cars and all that.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So I'm thinking there's an opportunity in film that we have to explore further. And maybe it's not your traditional film. We have to look at young people who are making these films. I was at the film festival.
Okay.
It's in winter. I think it was in May. And the short films that were being launched and also being awarded, made by Zimbabweans, were really of good quality, good storytelling. So I think for me that's an interesting opportunity, which I'm also keen to go to if I've got the money. And looking at young people using mobile phones, smartphones to make film. They're also using AI to make film. So it's like you're using AI to develop the concept, and then if the investor is like, wow, this is an interesting storyline, I like the production, the characters, you now go into the traditional way of making the film.
Good.
So it's how are you using technology and incorporating it into the film. So I think for me, film is quite interesting.
I like that. I like that.
Then I also think the other opportunity, which we do have, we need to, it's something that we can actually do, but I think we get to a point where we're tired of conversations. But I don't think we should be tired of conversations. We need to get into a place where we are having dialogues, curating really significant conversations, bringing in the right people, and changing the voices that are always, in these conversations. Like last night they spoke about the lady who owns the whole catalog of our archive music.
Joyce Jenje Makwenda.
Exactly.
She's got a brilliant musician and she's music. What do you call it? Museum, rather.
Exactly. So I think for me, there's an opportunity for us to have more dialogue, and it's not even have a dialogue which is very specific about a certain thing, and what is it that you want to discuss. Is it about learning? Is it about a strategy? Is it about infrastructure? Is it about knowing something that is new that has just happened within the space? And also what I like, which I see now, is where some people in the creative space are just not inviting people in the industry. So we are also extending ourselves to other sectors. Nothing is unique and special about us. Agriculture can say the same. Water can say the same. Health can say the same. So it's about, crossing that boundary and creating opportunities for different minds in different sectors to meet. So good. I think that's another opportunity which we need to really push.
Exactly. I agree with that. I don't know if you know this, but when I got into the industry, possibly 2005-06, my first interaction with the British Council was actually the Creative Enterprise course, which was at that time run by Pamberi Trust. So for the female artists. So that was, imagine, that's my first entry into the space. And I just realized that, and that's why I started. So when I I was looking for that course so that I can start training other people. That's when I came across the So Creative course. Because I heard, no, it's now migrated, it's online. I was like, oh, brilliant. But a lot of people don't know just the investment that the British Council has put into the creative economy, not just on the surface level, but things like this that I'm now a bit articulate about it. I've experienced a lot of things because of those little trainings. So give us an insight into what other projects that the British Council is doing, supporting the development of the creative economy.
Okay. So you spoke about the So Creative Learning platform. That is our academy into the creative economy, to understand what exactly is it when we're saying it's the creative economy. How do you set up your business? What does it mean in terms of marketing and branding? What does it mean in terms of policy, understanding your policy environment and the impact that it has on your own business? Also, it looks at IP, contracts, and all that. So that's I always say to people, if everything else fails, that's our hero product. You can access it through an app, download it on your Android, on your iPhone, learn as you go. We designed it in a way that as entrepreneurs or as an artist, it gives you time to be able to create downtime to be able to learn. So you can balance yourself. Yeah. And with that e-learning platform, it's free.
Yeah.
And we're currently looking at how do we aid to the current modules that are there, bringing in elements to do with women in the art space, creating safe spaces for them. What does that look like? And bringing in the statistics. So these are things that we are currently, strategizing around. But what is also exciting is we have currently launched the micro grants so that we have more people going through the e-learning to complete it. And I always say to people, think about who are your friends. If you've got 10 friends, perfect. Friends of your friends, they're your friends, perfect. Peers, perfect.
Exactly.
So why don't you just organize, like a day at your home? Guys, come, let's do the e-learning. Talk, go through the courses. We actually do it at work for our own mandatory courses at the British Council that we have to do. And we do like a lunch event where we are on our machines and I'm reading out the module. Wow. And everyone is just, following through. Next, you move. Next, you move. Saka, it's we are also excited about the podcast series, the speaker series, which is going to be added to the e-learning. There was an open call that went out, and we're really looking at this one, I was like, guys, let's disrupt. We want influential leaders. We want influencers. We want people who have walked the journey. And we want somebody who has just started, but they've had an aha moment. So you have a variety of speakers coming in from across Africa, globally as well, who are going to be sharing, their experiences. And all this will be recorded and part of the e-learning.
Brilliant.
So you can now drive, you can now jog, you can just chill and listen as well. So we're trying to innovate as we go as well. So that's the e-learning, which is another product of ours. And then we also do a lot of cultural exchange work. So this work is about investing in the creation of the art. The art is the engine of the creative economy. We also invest in mobility. We invest in delegations going to the UK or going to parts of Africa, depending on, which sector you're in. We had, what's his name? Jason Pepper, I think he went to Edinburgh as part of the theatre delegation, so that he can collaborate, connect, look at what is showing out there. Is there anything that he fancies and interests him? Collaborations that you'd like to spark. We run a lot of grants, opportunities under the culture exchange program as well. So do look out on our social media pages, on our website. We share all these opportunities.
Nice.
We have a lot of cultural heritage work. And recently we did a scoping for Zimbabwe. I'm Zimbabwean. I will push anything that we are cooking in Africa. I'm like, because Zimbabwe,
exactly.
So they did.
And you've got I Wear My Culture happening in the museum.
Exactly, and it's happening this weekend.
Brilliant!
Next weekend in Bulawayo. I won't be there. I've cried to the team, like, guys, I can't believe I'm missing this. I Wear My Culture, that's a heritage program.
Brilliant,
it never started as heritage. It started as a cultural exchange program.
Oh, wow.
Then we moved it to heritage.
Okay.
And looking at that work, and Gilmore represented us in Nairobi recently for the Cultural Heritage Symposium, which we which we did as British Council in East Africa region, and he was the showstopper.
Of course.
Look at us again,
Of course.
They did a scoping, and I'm working on, what does this research tell us about our cultural heritage in Zimbabwe? Where are the opportunities? And I'm looking forward to being able to launch a cultural heritage program in Zimbabwe.
We are waiting for that one. We are waiting for that one. I can't believe time has flown so far. I'm looking at my questions and I'm like, I think ZFM needs to give us an hour. We just need an hour. But thank you so much for your time. And maybe just a quick just parting shot to the creatives that are listening. Please encourage them, because I know a lot of us are discouraged, but there's lots of great things happening. Give us a word of encouragement.
A word of encouragement would be, we are doing amazing work as Zimbabwean artists and creatives.
Yeah.
We, in our space, when you step out and you're doing a performance or you're presenting work or you're sharing your own entrepreneurial journey, it is beautiful, it is amazing. Then you step outside the borders of Zimbabwe, you become, my showstoppers, you become a celebrity. So guys, I'm just saying, let's keep on showing up. We're doing the best that we can as creatives in this space. And importantly, let's learn and let's research. And the apananyika or mushos nama challenges. So sometimes let challenges though happen. And there are people who are responsible for making these challenges disappear. But don't get those challenges into your head. Really focus on the opportunities and try to be with people who share the same vision as you, or people who are actually beyond your vision, so that they can stretch you. That's my advice, guys.
So good. So good. We appreciate you, Farai. We applaud you for all the work that you're doing and the passion that you exude in the industry. So where do people if you need to hear anything about the British Council, please just follow them on their socials. And I'm sure we'll also be posting any of the opportunities on our pages as well as we get them. But yeah, we appreciate you and thank you so much for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end, sadly, of our show. This is Business Unusual, Creative Economy Conversations, and we hope we can be back to continue these conversations, because I've learned a lot and I believe that there's a lot that we can share. So from me, Tarwireyi, I'm signing out. Good night.
Good night.
Business Unusual, separating economic facts from fiction.